I just wanted to give my own little commentary to what these guys say.
We had
Mitch
a
McConnell.
good meeting with the president, and what I'd like to emphasize is there are some areas of potential agreement. He mentioned in the State of the Union his support for nuclear power, for offshore drilling, for clean coal technology, and for trade agreements, presumably with Colombia, Panama, and Korea, the ones that have been languishing now for a year and a half or so. These are areas where I think there could be pretty broad bipartisan support to go forward on a collaborative basis. Obviously, there will be areas of disagreement, but emphasizing the things that we might be able to work on together, I would mention those 4 areas, all of which I think would be job generators: nuclear power, offshore drilling, clean coal technology, and pass those languishing trade agreements, which we know create jobs here in the United States.
We also had a long conversation about spending. The American people know that Washington has been on a spending binge now for over a year.
Over a year, huh?
President, if you're serious about
more like
spending,
the past
why don't we do it
decade.
now? Why don't we start with a rescission package? The president's got the ability to send rescissions up to the Hill. I urged him to put them one rescission in each bill. Send it up to the Hill. Let members vote up or down on wasteful Washington spending.
Let them vote up or down, huh? Well, it's kind of hard to vote up or down when you're doing the filibuster and making a super majority, so you can't do an up and down.
Apparently that's going to be discussed in several weeks.
You're damn right it is.
We're trying to understand from the White House what it is we're trying to accomplish with this health care meeting. That's why Eric and I sent.
What are we trying to accomplish with the health care meeting?
We're hopeful that we'll get some answers as we consider what to do about the February 25th meeting. No, we're interested in a bipartisan conversation with regard to health care. But a bipartisan conversation ought to be that, bipartisan from the beginning. We've been asking...
It has been?
In these health care conversations, going back to a letter that we sent to the president last night. And we got no response.
You guys have had every opportunity in the world to put your ideas forward. You haven't put any fucking any ideas forward. You put a couple ideas that were just atrocious. All they did was benefit the corporations.
And look forward to continuing conversations with the administration.
Will you appoint members to fiscal commission?
We're considering it.
Senator Mcconnell, Mr. Boehner, did you make any progress on the jobs legislation? Did you exchange any ideas? Were any of yours solicited, added to the process?
Well, there were a lot of conversations about various parts of it. The House has already passed a stimulus bill. It's over in the Senate. I deal with the Senator.
Yeah, we discussed the Senate package. It's been percolating, if you will. It's kind of a work in progress with some members of the Finance Committee. Frankly, it's not ready yet. Most of my members have not seen it yet, but we're certainly open to it, and there's a chance that we could move this forward on a bipartisan basis. We hope it's not just another stimulus bill. We hope it is truly a job generator. We know that wasn't a job generator, but I think there's a chance the Senate could get there with a small package.
Senator Boehner's concerns about the health care talks?
Yeah. Well, a good way to start would be to listen to the American people.
That's right. Listen to us, fucker.
Opposed to the 2,700-page bill that the House and Senate have looked at.
Oh, they looked at it, huh? They didn't pass those bills in their. They didn't pass those bills in the House and the Senate. They just looked at it. They didn't pass those bills.
Start over where? At zero? At nothing? Or what?
Focus on cost.
We are focusing on cost.
The rising cost of health care in America.
You guys are not focusing on cost.
By doing things like targeting junk lawsuits against doctors and hospitals, potentially equalizing the tax code.
The congressional budget has looked at the numbers
on the individual market to have the same kind of tax,
and they say it lowers the cost.
You can do to expand the number, reduce the number of uninsured, and to target the cost issue.
If the White House won't start over that, how are you going to reach an agreement?
start over.
We need to start over. We need.
The surveys are overwhelming. The last NPR poll, National Public Radio poll, last week indicated that by 58 to 38, the American people were opposed to this bill. Why would they want to keep pushing?
Mitch, you're full of shit, Mitch.
Overwhelmingly against.
We are not overwhelmingly against
put
it.
that measure on the shelf and start over, go step by step, and get it right.
The Democrats are saying that things...
Start over. You guys have had over a year, and you have sat on your asses.
In the bill that has come together.
And we've watched you step by step from the very beginning.
Have you guys heard that on the Hill, and do you have a response?
Your institution is dysfunctional.
You're able to buy...
Dysfunctional.
On the 25th, what I'm telling you is, what I'm saying is, we need to put that bill on the shelf.
We just need to put it on the shelf, let it collect some dust, let some more people die from not having health care.
The president
We do want you to deal with it, and you're not fucking dealing with jack shit.
It's going to be very difficult to have a bipartisan conversation with regard to a 2,700-page health care bill that the Democrat majority in the House...
That's all you guys got, is the size of the bill. 2,700 pages.
Talking about a bill that can't pass. It really is time to scrap the bill and start over. And let's talk about common sense things that we can do.
What do you mean we can't? They didn't pass. They passed the goddamn bills.
The president is listening to you. Do you think he's sincerely listening to your concerns?
We'll see.
On the job spec.
Your concerns are bullshit. They're a paper tiger.
I mean, this is a package that's kind of a work in progress. The jobs package is a work in progress. We want to make sure it's not just another stimulus bill that will not create any jobs. So it's just too early to tell what that package is going to look like. And the weather is sort of interfering this week with our ability to do business as well. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Okay, that's enough. These clowns. Couple of ass clowns right here. Mitch McConnell. Couple of ass clowns right there. Mitch McConnell and Boehner. Boehner. Yeah, they the Senate is dysfunctional. You know, they've had every opportunity in the world, and we've watched them step by step. And they talk about cutting costs, and you know, it's just bullshit. You know what would happen? I'll tell you right now exactly what would happen if Obama said, "All right, we'll listen to the Republicans and we'll kill the bill and just forget about it." You know what would happen? All the Republicans would go into a back room and start popping the champagne, start giving each other's high fives and saying, "We did it. We're gonna make them start all over." They'll drag the process all out again. We'll have all of those town hall meetings again, and people going crazy and ape shit, and all of the fights. And you know what would happen? After they do the whole thing again, we would get right back to the same point, and the Republicans would pull the same shit of saying, "Oh no, this isn't good. This it doesn't cut the cost. You know, the American people are opposed to it." So you guys are gonna go to that meeting on the 25th, and yeah, you probably should be scared about that meeting, because you know what? You're gonna have to answer You're gonna have to answer to yourself for your actions. You guys are putting your party in front of the country. You're ripping the fucking country apart. You're driving it into the ground, and you're gonna have to explain yourselves. Fuck the Republicans.